Everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. And the question for today is maximum frequency stack. So, we have to implement a frequency stack, a class which stimulates the operation of a stack like data structure. So, basically, what we have given here is that we have given here a class and we have to make functions for it, and the functions listed are number one is the push and number two is the pop. So what does the push does, it's that given an integer argument to the push, we have to push an integer x to the stack. And the what does pop does is pop removes and returns the most frequent element in the stack. So basically, if we imagine it like, it's like if we are pushing the number with the help of push operations, and see 1 2 and again 1, then again 3, and but if when we pop out of the stack, then we have to return the element that is most frequent. So in this case, that is 1. So like this we have to implement. And if there are, after this the content will be 2 3 and 1. So if there is a tie, see there is a tie, then we have to remove the element that is near from the top. So this is the question that is given to us. All right, and these are some examples, and these are some examples that are given, and the constraint given to us are that calls to the frequency stack push index will be such that it will be 10 to the power 9 calls. So you can see our complexity. If we make an algorithm that is of O of n square, then it will take 10 raised to power 9 into 10 raised to power 9. So we have to keep in mind that the number of operations or the number of calls that can be made to push will be or of the order of 10 raised to power 9. And it is guaranteed that frequency stack dot pop function won't be called if stack has 0 element. So we don't have to put a check for whether the stack is empty or not. So the test cases are like that only, that pop won't be called if there is no element in the stack. All right, and the total number of push calls will not exceed 1000 in single case. And in a given case, he wants to say that like this is a given case, like it cannot exceed 1000. And similarly for the pop it says, and that the total will not be exceeding around 1,50,000. That is a lot of test cases we have here, and we have to make an optimal solution for this question. So now let's see what so this is our question given to us, and if we create a new object and we call run our test cases like that, we have to maintain our class. So let's without wasting any time, let's see the approach for this question. So the approach for this question will be, because this question is stack of stacks, I tell you how. Basically what we want to do is, we want to store the numbers based upon their frequencies, and we have to return them on the basis of the maximum frequency, because if it occurs maximum times, then we will do this by taking two hash maps. So two hash map we will take, and one we will take of maximum frequency. I tell you how. One hash map will consist of the number and its frequency, and another map will consist of frequency and a stack of integers. Are you getting my point? Let's see with the help of this example. All right, so this is example here. Suppose I have to push first all these numbers, and there are push operations for everyone, and then there are pop operations. So what I'm going to do is, one hash map I'm going to maintain for number and its frequency, and another hash map will be of frequency and their stack. corresponding stack. Okay, let's see. Suppose 5 comes, the command is push 5. So what I'll do is I'll check if 5 is in my hash map or not. 5 isn't. So what I will do is I will push 5 and set its value frequency to 1. Then I will go to this corresponding frequency stack, that is this, and then I will push 5 here. Meanwhile, I'll append, or I'll compare this with my maximum frequency. Now my maximum frequency is 1. I got another value, that is 7, and I just see it's not in the hash map, so I push 7 and assign its value as 1, and corresponding to that I push that in the stack, and now my maximum is still 1. Frequency is 1. Maximum frequency is still 1 in this case. Now 5 again comes and I see it is present in my hash map, so I just update it with the index with its frequency 2 because it has occurred again, and corresponding to that I'll be adding it to my stack. So if the stack is not present, I'll create one and I'll push it accordingly, so 5 will be present here. Alright, now and another number that comes to us is now 7. So 7 is also in my hash map. So what I'll do is I'll just update its frequency to 2, and also the maximum frequency will be also updated. In the previous case only it will be set to 2, and after adding to my first hash map where I am keeping the track of number and their frequency, I'll update it in the corresponding frequency stack and I'll push 7 to it. Alright, now we are at here this position. Okay, so 4 comes. 4 is not in my hash map, so I'll just add 4 and assign its value to 1, and then I'll compare it with my maximum. So maximum 2 is greater than 1, so I won't change my maximum. Alright, and corresponding to this I'll just push 4 in my stack where frequency is 1, stack corresponding to the frequency 1. Now again I have 5, and now what I'll do, I'll see that if it's present in hash map, then I'll simply update its frequency and I'll compare it with maximum frequency. Since 3 is greater than 2, then maximum frequency will be set to 3, and corresponding to frequency 3 a new stack will be created in which 5 will be pushed. Alright, now these are the contents, and see if till now we have only push operations with us. Now suppose we have pop operations. Alright, so first pop is called. What we'll see is I'll just go to my maximum frequency stack and pop it element and return it. The element is 5, I return 5, I set it counts to 2 as I have taken 1 from it. I'll set it counts to 2, and also I'll check if the content of my stack is empty now, then I'll update my maximum frequency. I'll decrease my maximum frequency. Are you getting my point? It will be set to 2. Alright, now again if pop operation is called here, and we have removed 5, so this is all this is updated, and maximum frequency is also set to 2 now. As you know, I have deleted 5. Alright, so suppose again a pop operation is called, and now what I will do is I just go to my maximum frequency stack and pops the value, that is 7, so I'll return 7, and I'll see that, and also I'll change its value in my first hash map where I'm keeping the track of its frequency. I'll update it to 1, and then I'll see that my maximum frequency, if my maximum frequency stack, that is 2, if it's empty, in this case it's not, so what I'll do is I'll do nothing. But if it's in empty, that we saw in the case of this, then I'll decrease my number of maximum frequency. So are you getting my point, how we are maintaining a 2 hash map thing and 1 variable of maximum frequency and streamlining our whole of the process. Alright, and this will take big O of n time to set up the stack and everything. Also it will take O of n space complexity, as we are going to store each and every number, alright, and their corresponding frequency as well. So the storage complexity will be big O of n, alright, and where capital N, the capital N will equal to the n plus n. That is that because we are taking two hash maps and storing the variables, so it will be capital O of n, which is equal to small n plus small n, where small n is number of values that are given to us. All right, so I think the approach is pretty much clear to everyone, and now we can move towards the coding section. So this is the code over here. I have taken two stacks, two hash maps. One we will be storing the number and its frequency, and the other one corresponding to that I will be having one stack also. Okay, all right. So what we'll be doing is first we will initialize them and maximum frequency to 0. If we have push operation, what we will do is we will check if I am having its value in the hash map or not. If its isn't there, then I will use by default value 0, and the result what I get from this, I'll just add 1 to it, and then I will put back into my hash map where I'm maintaining their occurrences. Also, I'll compare it with my maximum frequency variable. If it's greater than maximum frequency variable, I just update my maximum frequency variable. Now these value will be also added to their corresponding frequency stack that I have here, which I have named group. Alright, if it's present, then I'll do nothing, I'll just push it, and if it's absent, I'll create a new stack for the corresponding value. Suppose the frequency is 2 and there is no stack for 2, then I will create a stack with the value 2, and then I will push the number that I have, suppose 5. Alright, and this operation is clear. So for a pop operation, similar thing will be done, but in this case I'll just have to get to my maximum frequency stack and pop out the element. Alright, and after that everything will be updated simultaneously. First I'll update its frequency in the frequency hash map, and after that I'll check that my corresponding stack is, if it's empty, then I just decrease my maximum frequency value and return the number. So all these operations are happening simultaneously. I hope the code is clear to every one of you, and let's see, let's try to submit it. So as you can see, it's submitted. I hope it's clear to everyone. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Please like my video, share it among your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you everyone. See you soon. Bye bye.